Hello.
Hey, you like that intro?
I did my best.
Thank you. That was brilliant.
All right. Welcome
Love
back
that.
to
Onsen
Onsen
ripples.
Ripples.
The
79.
new look ripples. Look at that. We've got little things everywhere. Nice.
I made it.
You're very good.
Ah,
How do I get this thing going on?
nah, it's all right.
With it.
Yes. So, what's happening? It's Auburn time.
It
The
is.
summer break. Everyone's on a holiday.
They are, and we've got the kids coming. We've got the grandparents. We've got whole bunches of people coming in to enjoy the onsen ripples.
Yeah. The onsen
actual ripples.
Actual onsen.
Actual
Ripples.
ripplesy stuff. Yeah, no, it's been quite a warm, nice time for everyone. We've had the Olympics on, the Paris
Yeah.
Olympics, and both Japan and Australia are doing well in the medal count. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and more medals to win. So okay, go.
Go, everyone.
Yeah, well, it's good though. It's a nice little spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
it's been good, and yeah. Obon. I think we talked about Obon last week a little bit,
Yes, we did.
which is Obon. Can you remember any of that?
Don't go in the ocean. All this
Well,
things.
I think I know a little bit about the tradition of Obon. Though.
Mm.
It's like it started about 500 or 600 years ago, and it was a Buddhist thing,
Okay.
obviously, right? So I can't remember the Buddhist monk's name, but he was a disciple of Buddha.
Mhm.
I think his name's Mokuren or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, something that was the short one. Anyway, so he used his powers to look at spirits and stuff, and he found that his mother
Mm.
was stuck in a strange realm in a dark area and couldn't pass on. So it
Yeah.
made him pretty upset about everything. And he decided, he asked Buddha, what can I do? And Buddha said, well, offer these things on this particular day. And and that shouldn't help. So he did. He
Yeah.
brought up these offerings to the monks and stuff like that and said a little prayer. And then realized that his mother had passed on to the next world, and she was very happy, and all the sadness had gone, and the stress that she was having was moved on.
Yeah.
And he did this wonderful dance
Dance.
after he was so happy that he danced. And
It's like festival.
kind of like that. So that's where the tradition comes from,
Yeah.
that particular thing, and the dance becomes a part of it. Of course, it's all changed now. It was very religious back then. And now there's lots of little different festivals and festivities. And even in Japan, I think you have down south, there's some different, depending on the cities and depending on the prefectures.
Different festivals,
so they
different
have
dancing.
Either way, it's a great time. But the idea of the whole Obon thing is basically, welcome. The spirits will be coming back and to make sure they have a nice passage from the back and forth, so they can come back and visit their relatives, and they can come and they can leave as well in a nice little peaceful way.
And also for us to remember the ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
kind
that's-
of like the movie. What is it? The Mexican one.
Remember me?
Remember me. That's it. We remember you.
Yeah, that was good. I like that movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
those Pixar's and Disney ones. Yeah. Very good.
It's very deep.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that.
I like
But
it.
that's pretty. Yeah, it is very similar to the Mexican Day of the Dead, I guess,
Yeah.
and those things. And I think a lot of the ancient cultures, especially, have a lot of these kind of bridges between
This world and that world.
Yeah, and that those days celebrate them. So yeah, that's about it. So that's what's happening in Japan at the moment, and it happens during the August time. I think the main days are around about the
13, 14, 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like a main 3 days, kind of. But it kind of goes for about a week.
Yeah, so during that time. So even though it is kind of religious and festival, there are also lots of fun activities going on. Kids, families together, everyone still celebrates the traditional summer vacation that we have, which is watermelon and hot days.
Fireworks.
And of course, we've got the big fireworks happening next week.
Yeah, on the 13th.
So we might not be going live next week. I'm just warning you now.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit crazy around this town.
It'll be crazy, so we'll put something up. But we'll talk about Onsen Ripples number 80. So that's it. That's basically it. We're plowing ahead with all of it. Yeah, it's a nice spirit, nice feeling.
Mm.
But on that time, we also have a little campaign going back as well at the Onsen. don't we?
Yeah, there was one time that's the thanks to the Ancestors Day. Thanks to the Ancestors campaign, which I'll show you something.
Go
This
on.
is what I show you. Ding. This is the campaign details. So in this onsen, in this public, the big bath, we have these tickets for the people who comes regularly, and it makes it a little bit reasonable for them to come every day or every now and then.
Yeah, so they're like you can buy a set of tickets so you can use them.
Yeah.
And we give a couple of.
So
an extra
during
one,
this 13th, 14th, 15th of August, well, we do this campaign. On the ticket, it's got 11 tickets. And also, if you buy those tickets on those 3 days, you get one extra tickets. And that's like a present for your ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of nice.
So that's it. There's a lot of Japanese there, but yeah.
Yeah. So as you can see in the picture, there's two men on this poster. One on top is my grandpa.
Yeah.
He actually started this onsen. He decided to dig the onsen, dig the well, and he's got it. So
It was just a coincidence that he was a construction worker as well.
No.
He had the equipment to do it.
he didn't do it by himself.
No.
Of course, we had to ask the company to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, we got hot springs, luckily.
Luckily,
So,
yeah. I don't think you can just dig anywhere though.
No,
Just
you can't.
Yeah, you have to.
Now, how it started was that
I love this
we
story.
actually were farmers. My grandpa was had an onion farm, and because of the location where we locate is up on a hill, so around that time we didn't have good water, so we had to deliver water from another place to this place to do that farming, and they decided to dig the well, and when they got it, actually the water came out and we had to get it checked, and when we got it checked, they said there's some minerals in the water that could be onsen. So my grandpa's like, well, let's dig it. well.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that was the beginning of this place. And we got this the first onsen, we actually no longer using it because it had a lot of iron and we couldn't use it. So he decided to dig another one, the second one, and he started digging and got this the lukewarm one, which we're still using it.
Yeah.
That's about 800 meters underground, and that's about 37, 38 degrees, which is about our body temperature. And we started using it, but it's a little bit too lukewarm. It's not hot enough. So they were boiling it using the heater, but it costs a lot. So he decided, let's dig another one.
Let's
So
keep digging.
yeah, we dig the third one and went down to about 12,000 meters, 1,200 meters, sorry,
Yeah.
1,200 meters. And we got this hot one. We're using it right now.
Right. So you're pretty lucky there because, I think during the like what I've seen from all the onsens, like if there's an onsen area, someone will have the well, and there'll be like maybe 15, 20 hotels built up around that area, and they'll all use the one well.
Well, that's what's happening in Tokachiga Onsen area. Yeah, they have one main well, and then they all
Separated,
share it.
which is pretty good. And yeah.
But luckily, we're here all by ourselves.
I know.
Yeah, there was nothing. Actually, I'll show you what this place used to look like in that time.
We got
which
some
is
photos
about,
of this?
Yeah, about
This is great.
more than 50 years ago, I think.
Let's have a look.
Yep. So here's the pictures. There. Here you go. This actually is the entrance of our place about 60 years ago, I think.
Look at that.
Yeah. So it looks totally different from now. And this is the gate. And this is what it used to look like. All these cherry blossoms
Oh,
on
look
both
at that. Very,
sides.
Very clever. Maybe we should go black and white as well for this one. Sepia color, just so we can blend in. That looks pretty cool. Look at that.
Yeah, but unfortunately, all these cherry blossoms trees been cut off,
Uh,
and we got other stuff. We'll show you.
Other stuff.
This what happened. So this road used to be all cherry blossoms on both sides, but my grandpa decided to get this special tree from up north, and he brought about 50 huge trees, which is more than 1,000 years old.
All right.
Yeah, they all got delivered to this place. And yeah, during this delivery, they had to get the police cars to lead the trucks
There's
because it's huge.
They are big trees and they're beautiful, and we still have them.
Yeah.
They line up the onsen, and they pretty much they're very unique. There's none of these trees around this area,
No,
and they're like big redwoods, cedar trees. I think
it's kind of like
yeah.
a sacred tree, according to the Ainu people.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah,
And they seem to be flourishing here because they welcome squirrels and owls and all sorts of creatures. Love them, and
we love them.
we
too.
love them, and all the people walk around, and it just well, I don't know, it does a lot of things. It protects us and from a lot of the harsh conditions as well, and it gives you that nice little entranceway as you come into the
Yeah.
onsen. Yeah, it guides
Right
you.
now, it looks totally different. It looks all green because right here, as you can see on the picture, all these branches being cut down,
Yeah,
and yeah, there's not much green on it because they had to be delivered.
right.
Yeah, for 100 kilos, 100 kilometers.
Yeah, man. Look
So
at that.
yeah, and you see that little boy riding the bicycle? That's my brother, older brother. He was probably about 2 or 3 or something like that.
Yes. His fascination with bikes started back then. Did it? Yeah, he still has his little collections.
And
Oh,
this
look at
is
that.
my mother and my brother sitting in front of
look
the
at that.
tree. Yeah,
This is,
and
obviously you're not there.
no, I wasn't in this world yet. And I think you can see the buildings behind it.
Slightly.
Yeah, that's we still have that building.
Mm.
Yeah, and it moved from this area to somewhere else, but it's there. And yeah, this is what you could see. This is actually the hotel area that we're using.
Mm.
This building used to be where the front desk is.
Right.
Yeah, and when we decided to build this hotel, the onsen, they had to move this whole building slowly.
Piece by piece.
No,
I don't know how they did
it
that
had
back
this
then.
how do you call it? Like a wood
Yeah.
underneath, and just rolled it to move it.
You gotta understand these construction workers and architects and designers back then, they were brilliant.
They
They all
are.
worked with nature. I remember seeing some things where they were talking about getting the right piece of wood and looking at the grain and saying if the grain goes this way, it's not good, but if it goes that way,
Yeah.
how was it? And it was all about harmony with nature. And these buildings are still standing up. It's amazing, when you think
Yeah.
about all the earthquakes and everything that you have and everything. They were smart people.
Mm,
They
yeah.
were very smart.
Living with the nature.
Yeah.
It's a harmony. That's what it is. Yeah. And this is
Is
my
it him?
grandpa.
Hello, Gramps.
Yes. He is the pioneer of
Yeah.
this place.
And I still speak to some of the construction workers that come and they talk about him too,
Yeah.
his innovative skills, and
How scary he was.
he was pretty scary as well. Eh?
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, but he had this idea. He was having an idea, just go do it,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So, he died when I was 10, and I wish now that I, can talk to him.
Hmm.
Yeah, see how his idea was and
Yeah.
all these things. He was interesting guy. Yeah. And yeah, this is actually from the newspaper when
Around
we
that
got
time,
the third well.
Yep.
Yeah, when we hit the hot water. So that was that. That's all the histories. And look at this. This is actually a view from our place down the hill.
Yeah.
Like right now, all you can see is just full of houses. Right now is all residential area. about, I don't know, this is I guess it's 1984.
All
So
right.
about 40 years ago. That's what it used to look like. It's all farms.
That's
That's what I
amazing.
remember.
That even like 15 years ago when I came, or 18 years ago when I came here first time, had a look around. It looks similar. It doesn't look like that anymore.
No.
No, there's schools, there's shops, it's all been. But where we are, we still have that view. So it's quite interesting. So
Yeah.
it's quite good.
It's a big difference between there and now. So that was that bit of a history
A little
of
bit
this
of
place.
history. So yeah. Hey, we got a lot of people watching today. It looks like.
Ooh,
Look at
thank
this.
you. Let's see the. Oh, hello, Kiyomi-san
It is Kiyomi.
from Gold Coast.
Hey.
It's a tickets, yes, tickets for the bath.
Hi, Kiyomi-san.
This is my ancestors. Yeah, actually came into Hokkaido as a pioneer, and yeah, I guess my great grandparents was the pioneer, and my grandpa was still about 4 years old when he came to Hokkaido.
Yeah.
So he saw these changes in this area, from wilderness to becoming like
Right.
a bit
Modern.
modern. Yeah, that's why he decided to keep this nature.
Yeah.
Everything is getting modern, but what about this
Yeah.
nature?
Excellent. Who else? We got some more Brisbane people.
Ooh,
More
Auntie
from Queensland.
Kathy. Good afternoon, Auntie Kathy.
Onsen Ripples. Cheers from Brisbane. Hope you're not too cold out there. And it looks like Joan is watching too.
Let's see. Hang on. This is Kiyomi. Yeah, the first onsen. Yeah, we couldn't use it, and we dug 2 more.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that.
No.
I'll be
you
too
kinda-
scared.
No.
It's like a gamble whether you can get the onsen or not. But that's my grandpa. He was a gambler, I guess, in a way. And hello.
Hello, Joan.
Hello, my Jay.
That's my
From
mum.
Brisbane. It's all these people from Australia watching
She
today.
says we're watching live on YouTube as well. So hey, this is where we got something new going on today.
Yeah.
You probably saw the introduction as well.
Yeah.
That was courtesy of our daughter. She's very clever like that. She made all her illustrations and all of that stuff. We put it up there, so that's what it's going to look like from now on until she decides I've had enough and then changes it or something like that. So
And
yeah,
also, this we're broadcasting on YouTube on live. It's thanks to Kiyomi. That's this one. She taught me how to do it. Yay! Thank you.
So yeah, we were busy watching your instructive videos, Kiyomi, this morning.
Yes. 101. Thank you.
Thank you for that. And
Thank you
as
so
you see,
much.
it's working and everything's going well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks,
So
Majay.
thanks, guys, for watching.
I've done it.
She's good.
No, my teacher's good. Yeah. And the little boy that was on the bicycle was my brother. I wasn't in this world yet.
Interesting, the birth of the origin of the answer. Yes.
So
it's a huge history. There's a lot more to it. We're not going to tell you a lot of that stuff though. But
the
just
onsen
basically,
itself is 50 years of history.
So that's hence this whole thing today that we're talking about. And it works in well because it's Obon, and we have to remember the spirits and things like that.
Yep.
And how things are happening. So yeah. Wow, look at that. 50 years, eh?
I know.
Yeah. I wonder what it was like back then, though. What was, like you were saying, you'd like to talk to your grandpa.
Yeah.
His idea. What do you think his idea was? Like,
well, actually, there's the paper that's got the writing was left, and it said my grandpa, he wanted this place to be a utopia for everyone.
Yeah.
So everyone can come here and relax, and of course take a bath. And, with all this nature, you feel like you're not in the middle of the city, but we are.
Yeah.
So I really like the idea, and I want this place to be a utopia.
So now we've been doing this Onsen Ripples thing for 79 episodes, and we've been mainly focusing on the bath. But I guess it's more than that, because when we come here, and I think we've had a few interviews with people who have just said, well, this is like a bar sometimes, or it's like a social club. So now we do this every Tuesday now, just for an idea of what's happening on Tuesdays.
Mhm.
We have a group of ladies that come in from about 11 o'clock
Yeah.
and they leave at about 2 o'clock. That's a long time for a bath.
Mm.
So that's because it's not just a bath for them. It's like
Yeah.
a social club.
Yeah.
They come in, they talk and they chat and they're all exchanging little pleasantries and gifts. And they've been coming for 40 years.
Mm.
Every Tuesday, every Thursday, every
Yeah.
Sunday. Like, they've got their little club, they're meeting and they all chat and you can hear them laughing and carrying.
Yeah.
It's a very nice, it's not just a bath there. It's like,
It's a community, little
Yeah.
community area.
I'm glad we provide that space for them for the last 40 years because, they've become like family to us
Yeah,
as well.
big time.
Yeah. And, they were here for us and getting married and the birth of our child. And
Yeah,
they've
playing
all
with
been
my
supported.
kid,
Yeah, it becomes like an extra.
acting like the relatives.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. That's the regulars that come in all the time.
Mm.
But then just generally, we have like quite a lot of times, like I think with the interviews, we have the priests coming in. I think because it's not like, if you go for a bar, for example, you get a certain type of people that come
Yeah.
in and it's open at a certain type of night. But because we're open
From
the morning
till
till the
night,
evening, we get pretty much a whole
different variety of people.
whether they're kids or whether they're adults or whether they're old people or young people. And they all tend to, sit around, chat. They don't just
Yeah.
walk in and leave. And, they meet some people. And then you can hear right now, there's some conversations going on.
Yeah,
It's never really a dull time here.
it's very interesting.
Yeah. And so I'm just wondering whether if that was the idea that your grandpa had. Or,
I don't know.
do you think? Because I know you had the banquet rooms upstairs. We had the restaurant as well.
Yeah,
And
we used to.
yeah, so that as soon as you put a restaurant and things there, it
Mm.
changes the idea as well of what it is. And of course, we still have the hotel, so people still stay here.
Yeah.
Last week, I think I told you one person, a couple came for one day and stayed for 7. You know.
Yeah, just kept extending
Yeah.
every day.
So I think it seems nice that we're providing that for we're not doing too much extra. People come in, and it's still the grounds that have been that provide that atmosphere.
Yeah,
And of course, it is the bath, but yeah,
it is the bath, but it's not a typical place. Like if you think of a typical onsen hotel, I don't think this is it.
not at all.
No.
Yeah, so it's something different.
Yeah, it is different. I like being different. I'm different. He's different.
I'm normal. I've never been normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there is that feeling that it does have a lot to offer the families and the older people. So the whole generation, it's great that we can do that. And it's still, throughout the Corona thing and everything like that, we stayed open and provided, some shelter and some relief for people, which was nice too. They're pretty appreciative of us for that. And of course, it's a little bit different as well because I'm not Japanese.
Aren't you?
No, well, did you notice?
I thought your name was Claude.
Yes, it is.
I
That's
thought that was a Japanese name.
kind of. But that provides also, and we're doing this thing in English, also moves it to an international way. So it's not purely traditional Japanese onsen.
No.
They've got a foreigner working here.
It's a bit
And
unique.
It is unique in many ways.
Yeah. It's like a couple of days ago, we had this huge family came to stay with us for 2 nights. And, one of them was where was he from?
Pakistan.
Pakistan. And it's all a Japanese family.
Yeah.
But, someone got married to the Pakistan guy.
Yeah.
So, he was here and, we started talking to him. And we all thought he looked like him.
A little bit. I didn't have the beard, but yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
interesting. And he was just, happy about this place.
it was his first time that he came here and with the family, and they were all very, very impressed. I'm happy. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So it's interesting place. You can, just come for a bath if you want, but you can just hang around and talk to us or talk to other people who's at the counter.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. There's always someone at the counter
Yeah,
talking, and
like the crossing
yeah.
of the people.
And someone who's been here from day one has been your mother.
Yeah.
and she provides a whole different,
Mhm.
completely different other side to the onsen as well. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
definitely one of those ladies that
She's very different.
very different and spiritual and guiding and offers lots of and fun and entertaining and she's been a part of the fabric since day one, so she's a wealth of knowledge as well and has a huge following. People call from all over the place wanting to talk to her
Yeah.
and it's funny
Come
too because
here and
people have
talk to her.
come from especially around this time and during the New Year's time when the families come back. Kids that were coming in 40 years ago are now adults
Yeah.
with
Have
their own
kids.
kids, and then like, oh, I still remember your mum. And
Where's the grandma?
Where is she? And so she's obviously been a huge personality.
Oh yes.
And all the elders, and I'm glad I've got my mum and my auntie watching today as
I
well, and
know.
everyone else. So it makes it a very nice family thing. We got lots of these messages coming in. Hang on.
Wow.
So I'll just
Sorry,
do a
I
couple of
can't
these.
do this. Where am I?
Flying through here.
There it is. The tree. Talking about the tree. It's special for the Ainu people. So sometimes Ainu person comes in here and they look around. It's like, what is this place? Look at all these holy trees.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice.
I think everyone also feels that we're not disrespecting anything as well, which is important, and everyone feels comfortable enough to say, well, you built something that's in tune with everything else and harmonizes it, and not just out there in a big strange looking building with in the middle of.
Yeah, we're kind of hidden in these
Yeah.
trees and nature. Yeah, cute mom. And yes, that's grandpa that was. And my grandpa. I don't know what the occasion was, but he was wearing a suit for a change.
He's just getting ready to pose for this photo. That's all it was.
Yeah.
He had the ability to see and say, hey, right, I'm going to wear a suit because 50 years from now, they're going to be a poster with me on it. So he dressed up for the day.
I didn't know he had the ability.
He does.
Yeah.
He obviously does because he built this. So.
Yeah, so it's good to have all these, the newspapers or old photos. Yeah, you can always remember it. So
out of the people watching today, Kiyomi, you are living in the Gold Coast. Yep.
Yeah, she lives in.
And you've come here quite a few times now. So we're waiting. When's the next?
When's the next time? With your lovely husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert.
Love to meet him.
Robert.
Every now and then, I think he looks like your husband. He looks like everyone then.
I look like everyone. I've got that face.
I know. Hello, Mitsuko.
Oh, Mitsuko
from California. Love you guys. Love you back.
Hey. When are you coming back?
Yeah. She came back twice.
Yeah.
And this is Sugino-san. Masa. Hello. Everyone has its own history, and it's good to know about all the people's lives.
Yeah, thank you.
I'd love to know your life too. He's got very interesting life too. He's been living overseas forever.
Yeah.
But he just came back to Japan.
Oh, we'll get him on there. We can do one of now that we're working all these things. We can do an interview via
Zoom and
yeah,
StreamYard. Oh, that's right.
We can do this.
I can interview you, Masa.
Yeah,
that'll be great.
So we'll set that up.
Yes. Are you up for it? Thank you. Yes, our family from Australia is watching it too. So
yeah, we're all family. We're all family.
We are family. You are family too. And
we got lots of these messages coming. Thanks, guys. Sorry if we don't get anything.
Yeah. Which one is it? This is Shirai-san. Hello, Shirai-san.
Shirai-san's watching too.
Yes, Shizuoka's really hot.
Yeah, well, I've been watching the news. It reached like 40 degrees in some places. That was not cool.
No,
literally not
it's
cool.
Like stay home, stay inside.
But this is summertime and we're out there. This is what the world is. So enjoy it. Because when it gets cold, we're going to go, I wish it was 40 degrees again.
It's about 26, 27 here today.
It feels a bit muggier though because it's been foggy and
overnight time.
yeah, and it's wet, so
It's,
a little
all drying up.
little bit
It's just all
humid.
this heat's coming up.
So next week is the fireworks on the 13th, and it looks like we've got some beautiful skies for the rest of the week's prediction. So it'll be around 28, 29, 30. Perfect. The kids are going to love it. Everyone's going to be out, and it's going to be a busy summertime, busy Obon time. It'll be nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it when it's so
We've got
busy.
my daughter's happy because she's got some friends over from Corbeil and visiting our family. So everyone's back, so she's really good. Partying so hard that she's been sleeping in the mornings and missing out. But
Summertime.
and the feeling is laid back.
Summertime. Okay, sorry.
That's all right. We're getting carried away.
Yep. But if you are interested in about this place, what it looks like, what all this information, here's the QR code that you can just check it out.
And it's green.
And it's green, like here.
So yeah, it's up on the screen there. Click it on with your phones and check it out, and that gives
all
you the whole
information about this place and all the events and what's happening here.
And there are
That's
a
all
few
that
things
too.
going on. We've got tons of stuff. We had a big weekend with the pizza food truck here. He was very big, poor guy.
He was. That was on a hot day. It was about more than 30 degrees here.
And he was just slaving it out there, but he had a smile on his face, so that was good.
Everyone loves his pizza. That's why.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's that. Well, feels like I talked a lot
You did.
today.
Take a break.
Yes, I need some water
Gold for all the Olympians.
for everyone. So that's that. Thank you for watching and staying with us.
Sugino said anytime for the interview, so we will hold you on
I'll
that
send
one.
you a message.
Thank you for everyone watching, and hopefully you got a little bit of insight into Manramigo Onsen and Hario and Claude and our family back home in Brisbane.
Yeah.
Including all our extended family, Kiyomi and everyone watching.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Hope you have a nice little August, now that we're into August, full swing. And we'll see you next week on Onsen Ripples.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.
Bye.